We have all seen what a huge problem check fraud has become, with banks cracking down, trying to combat check washing, and people stealing them outright.
But what happens when you are a legit business owner and get paid by another company, and even though the check's clear, your account gets frozen for suspicion of fraud, and you can't get it unfrozen? Well, that's when we call Nina Pineda and 7 on your side. Hey, Nina.
Good morning. I mean, this frozen check really had a snowball effect. I mean, this is a family-owned contracting company in New Jersey. 23 grand was deposited. They couldn't use it, so they had to turn down work, because in construction, like many companies, you need to get paid to get supplies for the next job. You got permits, plus you have to pay your workers. But there were no new jobs because their funds were in the freezer.
Oh, this has been devastating.
I'm very upset and hurt.
Andre and Maggie Lockhart's small business accounts on lockdown.
They say deposit only. I said, how could I run a business like that, deposit only? It's like putting your money in a bottomless pit.
And they've been struggling to get out of that hole ever since a check, $23,000, got flagged for unusual activity and restricted their account.
I am this person, and this is my business. I'm the main one doing everything in this business, and they say, no, it's fraud.
Superior Contracting and Property Management, LLC, started with small jobs and grew to managing buildings.
She runs the books, I get the business, and I just do the work with my guys. The only thing I wanted to do is be an African-American who has credibility with his business.
But now their business is at a standstill, despite weeks of trying to prove their check, which cleared, is legit.
You could look at it on your phone all day. It looks good sitting on your phone, but you can't touch it.
With the funds frozen, they had to dip into their savings to make payroll.
Your workers got to get paid because they have bills and rent to pay.
How many times did you contact the bank or go there and try to get this resolved on your own?
More than a dozen times.
Frustrated, they emailed us.
The Lockharts say their account remained on lockdown even after they proved that they owned the company that the check was made out to. The check had also cleared, but they couldn't withdraw any funds until they called 7 on your side. And then 24 hours after we got involved,
We got our money straight away. As soon as your guys had called, they had said, hey, come and get your money.
$23,300 released and ready.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you,
It's unbelievable. I think Nina Pineda is the best. She's number one.
Oh.
She's number one.
you.
Short from my mom and my wife. She's number one.
I love how he fixed that so smoothly, too.
you better catch that. You better catch that.
Number one next to my wife. And my mom. So, Nina, this is wild.
Yeah.
How could this have happened for that period of time? You said 2 months?
Yeah, it's tough. And, you know, Capital One said that they weren't able to share private information about customer accounts, but the bank really worked with us and said it's committed to taking all steps necessary to protect our customers from the risk of fraud, and confirm the matter has been resolved directly with the customer. They put that money in their account. They were able to get it out. They were able to get the supplies and get that business in Essex County rolling again.
There's going to be a lot of small business owners who are watching this. How do they avoid becoming the next victim of this?
You know, good question, Pedro. I always say, you know, don't put large checks in the ATM. The Lockharts did not do that. They went to the teller, and this still happened, which is a good thing. Bring your ID and bring your business papers. They also did that, and this still happened. But ask to speak to a manager and flag them. Tell them, you know, I'm putting this large check in. This is my business. These are my papers. Because, you know, when you're dealing with the frozen account, it is very difficult once it gets frozen to get it unfrozen. It can take weeks or even months, because banks investigating this fraud really have to do their due diligence, and it can do some damage to your business while you can't get those funds.
That's incredible. Your hard work and the team, thank you so much.
I know it happens often, and I know you can't fix all of these situations, so I'm glad that you had some tips.
Yeah, and we're really monitoring why this is happening, and we've had dozens of cases, and from 8,000 to 80,000, it can, you know, can be troublesome for sure.
Yeah, it can wreck your business. Thank you so much.
Nina.
Let's